A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back in the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. It is match number 195 coming to you live from Kerala. Well, it is the game between the Pantheerankavu Football Training Center up against the Altius International Football Academy. Well, just moments away from kickoff now in this under 15 boys final four round clash. Well, we have seen some interesting games, some very good football, and we hope to see more of the same today. So, the two sides within a very important clash here of the final four round. Well, we are coming to you live from a Manavedan ground in Nilambur. As we wait for the players and the referees to come out. Well, the referee is out, he is waiting for his players. So, finally, out come the referees and the players for this very important clash in the final four round. Well, we have seen some very good football already in this under 15 boys section category. We hope to see more of the same here. This time. So the national anthem are done, and the players are all ready here for kickoff. Well, a very interesting contest between the two sides. We expect a bit more of a tactical battle out here. As you can see, the referee just finishing off those final few instructions to the players, and the selection of the side, and the kickoff has been done. So here are the lineups. This is the Pantheerankavu Football Training Center, and also the lineup of the Altius International Football Academy. Well, two coaches who would be hoping we would be hoping for a good game here, and both the coaches will be hoping for a tactical battle out here. Well, such is the nature of football these days, a bit more tactical. And we are all set for kickoff. Here we go then. And straight away played it into the opposition hand. And straight away it is a foul. So the first free kick of this game, just a few seconds in. So straight away the first attack, and almost a mistake by the wicket goalkeeper. Well, that could have been a calamitous start out here. Once again, just pushing forward. This time played all the way back to the goalkeeper. Well, a bright little start this for both the sides. Well, the Panthir Rakave Football Training Center is playing in all green. In fact, not all green, green and white shorts, and in all white is the AIFA. So the PFTC attacking from left to right of your screens. Once again, just clear away. And this time out it goes for a throw in. So, well, both the sides have started off decently here. Well, so much of talent is being shown out here in this tournament. The Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. especially in the under 15 section. This time it isn't with the boys. This time a throw in, a long throw, thumped forward, once again just spooned out by the defender. Well, the timing of the game has not been updated on the scoreboard. We will have that updated for you shortly. We are approximately 3 minutes in at the moment in this first half. This time, all the way out, it goes for a goal kick. So, the head coach of the team in green is Mr. Binish Nikampurat. And for the team in all white is Mr. Ranjit Jayan. And a shot in, and it's in. It's an early goal for the team in white. For the Aldous International Football Academy, a goal out of nowhere, that one. What a smart finish that is. And he wheels away in celebration. Brilliantly taken goal. And an early lead out here for the Aldous International Football Academy. Well, we will have that updated for you shortly who has really scored that goal, because it came against the run of play. What a good start to the game this is for the AIFA. Once again, just cleared away, headed forwards. This time a long throw in, while wanting to find an instant response. And here is a shot in. It's a scuffed effort in the end. Well, what an amazing start this is for the AIFA. Once again, just cleared forwards. An opportunity once again for the AIFA to double the lead here. Well, an opportunity for a cross in. Is that a penalty? Well, not quite so. It's been given as a corner kick in the end by the referee. A very good challenge in the end by the defender. Getting an important touch to give away just a corner in the end. Well, that was a bit risky by the defender, but he had to get that right. This time almost finding it directly from the corner kick. Well, it's an amazing start to this game. 7 minutes in, and we have seen quite a few attacks already. This time dispossessed in midfield, but the referee is not happy with the way the ball has been taken back. This time thumped forward and cleared away just in time. by the PFTC. Once again, a good clearance. So, how do the PFTC respond here? They need a goal instantly to try and get back on level terms. Well, is this an opportunity now? Down this left hand side, and nicely collected by the goalkeeper in the end. Well, that was a very well judged and well taken goal for the AIFA. Early breakthrough is what they were looking for, and they've got one. Well, the PFTC at the moment not quite able to get those passes together. Pantheerankavu Football Training Center. And Mr. Dinesh, the head coach, will not be happy with the performance that has been put up so far. He would be wanting to get a few changes in, but it's too early. Still early days in this game. Once again, spooned out. Well, not the best of the clearances. And out it goes. And here they come once again. The AIFA. A good bit of footwork there by Pijam Maiti. Not quite able to get past the defenders. Once again cleared forwards. Well, at the moment, not quite able to get it in control. This time played on this left hand side. He will be able to keep that one in and wanting to get past the defender, and the defender just stops him. Excellent bit of footwork there by Adityan, and he wins a free kick in a very dangerous position now for the AIFA. Well, a chance to double the lead. Well, we are still very early doors in this game, and the AIFA, well, they have come out all guns blazing in this first half. And it is going to be Iram Singh to wrap his foot around this one. Well, it's a wayward one. It's at the back post. Will the player be able to keep that one in? Not quite so. So a throw in for the PFTC. They survive this one. Once again, just thumped forward. Well, they need to settle down a bit here, the PFTC. Try and get some passes together. And this is a lovely one. And chance. Is that the equalizer? Yes, it is. What an amazing goal. Once again, against the run of play, the PFTC have found the equalizer. Well, in fact, it's been pulled back for offside. Would you believe it? My word, the goal stays uncounted for. That was a sweet, sweet finish by the striker. What a good pass that was as well. And very unfortunate for the PFTC to not get that equalizer. Meanwhile, on the other end, once again, pushing forward here the AIFA to try and double the lead. Once again, it was Adityan on the heart of it. Wins another corner kick. Well, it was a offside fractionally. A game of fine margins. We always talk about football being a game of fine margins. How about that one? Almost finding the equalizer out of nowhere, that too, against the run of play. And what a sweet, sweet pass that was by the midfielder there. Maybe just fractionally late. Or maybe the run was fractionally early. Two sides of the coin on that one. So once again, moving forwards, the AIFA in search of a second. They've done well here, Adityan. Excellent bit of trickery there. And this time it's a decent ball in. Well, once again, it's been called back for offside. It was Iram Singh once again. He seems to be a technically gifted player, doesn't he? Once again, just thumped forwards, and this time a free kick for the PFTC inside the AIFA half. So an opportunity to get boys forward. Well, it's not the best of the free kicks and will be defended easily in the end. And out it goes for a throw in. Well, the first quarter of the hour is done now, and the AIFA are comfortable in this game in the lead at the moment. Well, once again, wanting to force the play forward, trying to play it upfield. This time the referee gives away a throw into the PFTC. Once again, a ball in and collected by the goalkeeper. Once again, just wanting to push forward, this time headed away, and in comes Adityan. He has been a live wire around this left hand side, and once again in on the attack. Well, he was almost in behind the defenders. And will that be a corner kick? Well, not quite so. It's a goal kick in the end. So it's just a shoulder push. So how do the PFTC try and find that equalizer here at the moment? At the moment, nothing going in their favor. Once again, just played forwards. And another goal kick is the decision by the referee. Well, once again it goes out, but this time it's gone for a corner kick and an opportunity. And once again, it seems like it's going to be Adityan to wrap his foot around this one. In fact, it's Iram Singh. Well, once again, it's at the back post, but this time headed back in. And a shot in by the defender. And nicely collected by the goalkeeper. Not allowing that one to go right through him. And the lead is intact out here for the AIFA. Once again, just moving forwards. And playing it down this left-hand side. Opportunity once again. They are in behind the defense and a shot in. It's a good block. And the goalkeeper, well, he spilled that one. And once again, almost spilling it. But in the end, he holds on to it. Well, this time a foul and a free kick for the AIFA. Well, in a position of some prowess. Well, a substitution, an early substitution for the PFTC. Not sure what exactly is that one for. We will have that confirmed for you shortly. Aman Krishna coming in. Maybe an injury. But meanwhile, an opportunity for Irom Singh to wrap his foot around this one. It's a three-man wall. Can he get it up and over and under for a free kick? It's a shot on target and it's a good collection in the end by the goalkeeper. Nicely collected by Aswant. Well, a good effort with that free kick. Keeping it on target, making the goalkeeper work. And here he comes once again, Iram Singh. This time the ball was just going away. Somehow manages to keep it in possession, Adityan. Once again moving forwards. And this time trying to get behind it. Opportunity maybe. Well, not quite so. Well, once again it was Sayant Sunil trying to get on the end of it. Sayant Sunil who hit the back of the net already. But very unfortunate to not get a goal to his name. And this time a shot in from a long way out. And nicely gathered by the goalkeeper. So the AIFA comfortable in this game at the moment. As they continue to be in pole position out here. Well, they have the lead. They are dominating possession. But it's just that one counter can give away a goal. Well, a mistake almost there. But once again, it's been called back for offside. Once again, it's played forwards. And once again, just spooned out by the defender. Well, wanting to try and get on the end of it, Sayant Shanti. But not quite able to. And here it is. Here's an opportunity. He's got options inside the box. If he can get the ball in, well, he's slipped there. But still, he managed to get his partner. And his shot in has been blocked. Well, that was a big chance to get that equalizer. Well, they need to be clinical in front of goal. It was Udit with that shot. So wanting to go for a long throw in. Once again cleared away by the defender. And back it goes. Udit. Well, he's found Sayant Sunil and it's a scuffed effort in the end. Well, in fact, it was Mohammad Shiaz with that shot. Well, once again, just thumping it forward. This time wanting to get on the end of it. But he's done well. He's got ample of support. It's a shot in. But it's not on target. He needs to try and make the goalkeeper work. Not quite able to on that occasion. But once again, bringing it down nicely there, Fijam Maite. So it seems like it's the referee who needs some attention now. But it is a very warm day out there. And the referee will have to make sure that he stays hydrated as well. We are back here continuing, and good to see the referee is back on his feet there. So where does this game go from here on? Once again, pushed forwards. Well, the PFTC at the moment are growing in this game somewhat. And it seems like the referee is not able to bear it, and he will have to walk off, and we might need a substitute of the referee. Very unfortunate there. And in comes the fourth official to continue the game here. So 26 minutes in here. And AIFA in the lead. And this time a foul. Well, it was a big clash out there. And straight away the referee who has just come in has a decision to make. But once again the physios are out there. So now a free kick in a very dangerous position for the PFTC as they search for that equalizer. Well, they would be wanting to make sure that they keep the ball steady and correct. They wouldn't want to lose the lead early on. Well, it's a team effort in the end. It's gone over the crossbar. It's a wayward one in the end. That was a big, big chance. And Yumnam Singh, well, he will be happy with what has happened there. They get away with it. The AIFA. Once again, just played forwards. Well, they continue to try and push the game ahead. This time playing it down this left hand side will go out of play. This time played forwards. Well, at the moment, the PFTC not quite able to find the equalizer. Once again, not the best of the passes. Trying to force the play. They're not able to get those passes together. The PFTC. He needs his shoelaces to be tied. So the defender will come in and help him because he's wearing those gloves. And another injury out there at the center field. And this time it is RFYS who is in some pain at the moment. Well, the physios have had to do a plenty of job out here in this game. So half only the rating that at the moment. Well, RFYS is walking off the pitch. We hope to see him back once again. And a drop ball by the referee. Once again, wanting to play it forward, not quite able to get those passes together. And here come the PFTC. And this is a good pass. He was once again in behind the defender there and he couldn't quite get it in his stride. Well, all of a sudden, the PFTC in the last 3 or 4 minutes have grown in confidence and growing in this game. This time, a corner kick. So, an opportunity to try and get a decent ball inside the box. But it's a decent run and a header in, and it's just gone over the crossbar. That was a very good effort, and that's very close. Once again, it was Mohammad Shiaz on the end of it and almost finding that equalizer. A very good corner there by Devaj. And all of a sudden, a let off for the AIFA. Once again, just thumped forward. And this time, the goalkeeper collects that one smartly. Well, the second goal in any football game, crucial. It's either they double the lead or the PFTC get the equalizer. So a second goal for the AIFA will be a cushion and the PFTC can get us back to where we started. Once again played forwards. This time the referee calling the play back and another free kick for the PFTC. Well, they're growing in this game at the moment. Before the end of this first half, as they continue to try and search for that equalizer. Well, can he get a shot in from here? Well, it is on target, but an easy collection there for the goalkeeper. And once again, just taking his time out there, Yumnam Singh on the ball. The captain. But he's not had much to do in this first half. Well, he got the ball back out of the net on one occasion, but it was being pulled back for offside. And he has had a couple of saves to make, but they have been straight at him. So he's not really been tested at the moment. And the PFTC, well, they are growing in confidence and trying to make him work for his saves. Once again, wanting to push forward. This time, the referee calls the play back and a quick free kick taken, but the referee is not happy with it. So, not long left now in this first half. Just the one goal separating the two sides at the moment. An early goal for the AIFA, and we haven't seen another one ever since. Well, at the moment, the AIFA wanting to try and double the lead. And this time, call back for offside once again. And now thumping it forward. This time collected there. Can he get a cross in? Well, here comes Irom Singh once again. He's been quiet for a few minutes. Just 10 minutes left now in this first half. Just the one goal separating the two sides. That goal in the third minute for the AIFA. And the referee wanting to give a drinks break because it is really warm out there. We have seen quite a few injuries because of the dehydration, a lot of cramps. So the referee wanting to make sure that all the players are hydrated along with the referee himself, because we have seen a change in the referee as well. So at the moment, the AIFA, a goal to the good. So we start once again. Once again cleared out. And out of the ground it is cleared. A throw in for the PFTC. Well, the head coach of the PFTC, Mr. Binish, will have a lot of words to say to his players for sure, because the performance hasn't been up to the mark, hasn't been the best, and they will have to rectify it. If they want to give themselves any chance in getting that equalizer. Scored just over a minute, and ever since we haven't seen another one. So I'm playing it down this left hand side. Irom's Adityan. These two have been really good out there for the side. Adityan and Irom Singh. This time a decent ball. And once again cleared out. And here come the PFTC. Well, once again, Mohammed not quite able to beat the defender. And here they come once again. It's a long shot in the end by Aryan, and it's a wayward one in the end. In fact, Arav Jayan, not the best of the efforts. Well, the AIFA will be the happier of the two sides at the moment, but the PFTC, well, they're growing in this game at the moment. Once again, a wayward effort in the end, a long, long way out, never in control of it. When they're getting those shots in, well, you don't score until you shoot. They're following that strategy, and at the moment, not quite able to keep shots on target. Well, 40 minutes in, and that finish in the third minute, separating the two sides at the moment. That was a very well taken goal by Fijam. And once again, dispossessed in midfield. An opportunity for the PFTC. Well, he's got support, but he's gone for goal. And it's a mistake by the goalkeeper. It's gone right through. And that is the equalizer. Well, they have kept on following the strategy of you don't score until you shoot. And they've got one. A big error by the goalkeeper allows them to get the equalizer. Well, that was a straightforward shot that should have been saved. And a mistake by the goalkeeper allows them to get the equalizer that they were searching for since quite a while now. And we are back to where we started once again. 41 minutes in, and it's one apiece in this under 15 boys encounter of the final four round. Well, that should have been stopped. But nonetheless, coming back to where we started, and the AIFA once again will have to search for a goal to get back into that lead. Well, a total howler there for the goalkeeper. And all of a sudden, the PFTC, well, they have grown in confidence now. Talk about momentum shift and talk about an opportunity once again. This time down this right hand side, he's got options, but it's a shot in. And this time, a smart save. Well, all of a sudden, they had their backs against the wall and are now right on the front foot of this game. Well, 3 more minutes left inside this first half, plus the stoppages, and they are trying to get into the lead here, the PFTC. Well, once again, it's a decent ball in and a header back in, but an easy collection for the goalkeeper on this occasion. Once again, just thumped forward, and Adityan slips. And here come the AIFA. But once again, the pass slightly behind Fijam. And once again, dispossessed in midfield as they come on the counter. Well, somehow they are emerging with the ball over and over again. This time laying it down this right hand side. Well, nicely done there. And almost getting it under control there, Mohammad Shias. Well, all of a sudden, this game has become lively. One mistake by the goalkeeper making all the difference here, getting us back to where we started. Well, what a turn of events in this game here. A goal out of absolutely nowhere for the PFTC. Well, once again, we have an injury out there. Well, we have seen quite a few of those. A lot of work has been done by the medical staff today, and that too just inside these 45 minutes, the first 45. So, a free kick opportunity now. Well, once again, played inside the box. Well, they are trying to force the play, and this time it's into the hands of the goalkeeper. Once again, they try to move forward. Once again, a long way out and a shot in. Well, on that occasion, not quite able to keep it on target. Well, just 4 minutes of stoppages. Well, the reason I say it is just because we have seen quite a few stoppages. We have seen a plenty of injuries and also the referee being changed. Well, who would have thought at the start of this game that we will go into half time a goal apiece, and that too with the PFTC in momentum. Well, that goal just changes the halftime team talk for the managers as well. The managers would be wanting to make sure that their side, if they cannot get the lead, will be at least able to maintain the draw that is happening at the moment. Once again, just thumped forward. Well, both the sides will keep on searching for the second. This time a corner kick. Another one for the PFTC. Well, a chance once again. Once again, a decent cross. Headed out. And out it goes. Well, once again, it is like a hot potato at the moment. No one able to keep it under the stride. And this time, a foul is it? Yes, it is. The referee calling things back. And now a free kick. Once again, in a very dangerous position. Right at stroke of half time. Right at the cusp. An opportunity. Well, the referee wanting to make sure that it is far enough. The wall. Well, once again, a decent free kick. Well, almost getting a flick on there. And almost getting into the lead. Well, the PFTC all of a sudden are dominating possession as well. And the AIFA have just no response. Once again, call back for offside. This time thumped forward. Well, just 1 minute of the stoppage is left. And a goal apiece is what it is at the moment between the Pantheerankavu Football Training Center and the Altius International Football Academy. So it will be interesting to see what do the managers have to say at half time. Both the sides, well, both of them have quite a few positives and quite a few negatives as well. and the managers would be wanting to make sure that it's been done correctly at the start of the second half. Well, once again, thumped forward. The PFTC at the moment still searching for the second inside this first half. Well, there is the halftime whistle. It has been an entertaining first half out here. Well, an early goal for the Altius International Football Academy in the third minute, thanks to Fijam, a sweet finish. Well, ever since it was looking very difficult for the Pantheerankavu Football Training Center, but they have somehow managed to get the equalizer on the 35th minute. And here at halftime, it is PFTC 1, AIFA 1. Right then, we are back here for the second half with a goal apiece at the moment between the PFTC and the AIFA. So the managers must have had their words and they would be wanting their players to implement it. The PFTC will be attacking from right to left now, and the AIFA from the left to right. The AIFA won't be happy with the position that they are in at the moment. They started off nicely, and they are now wanting to once again re-solidify themselves. And this time taken back by the defender. Oh, and a mistake there by the defender. A missed kick. An opportunity here for the AIFA down this left-hand side. Well, that's a decent cross in, and it's in! What a good goal that is! And once again, early in the half, they take the lead here, the AIFA. What a finish that is! Once again by Fijam. A blistering cross and a brilliant, brilliant finish. No chance out there for the goalkeeper. And the AIFA are on the front foot once again. Well, a mistake there by the defender on that left hand side. And they just pounce onto it. Well, this time a wayward effort from a long way out. My word, what a strike that was. And all of a sudden, once again wanting to move forward. And once again on the back foot, the PFTC. And just like it was in the first half, well, Fijam is making a knack of scoring those early goals right from kickoff. And once again, the AIFA in the driver's seat in this game. Well, the next goal once again will be crucial. A goal for the AIFA will give them a cushion, and for the PFTC, it will get them back on level terms. Well, you go back and look at the goal once again. It just goes to show how good and how convincing that finish was. Very clinical in front of goal. Fijam. Well, he's basically got two chances today and he scored both of them. Well, that is what you need your strikers to do. There it is. What an excellent finish that was. On the first touch, on the half volley. Brilliant, brilliant goal. Well, this time the play has been called back by the referee. So a free kick in a dangerous position, in a position of some prowess out here for the PFTC. Can they get that equalizer instantly? So once again, an opportunity to push all the boys forward in this final four round. It's a decent free kick. Well, it's been punched out in the end and the defender clears it. And back it goes. Once again, just cleared away. And now down this left hand side, well, the AIFA wanting to push forward and searching for the third. Well, Fijam at the moment is on a hat trick. And this time the play has been called back by the referee. Once again moving forwards. This time down this left hand side, exactly from where they got that goal. Adityan once again on the ball. Can he get a cross in? He's got a couple of options inside the box now. Well, he's done well to keep possession. Once again a decent cross in, and Fijam will wanting to head that one goalwards and not quite able to keep it in control. And once again an opportunity. Well, a shot in. That was very close. Well, the goalkeeper was almost caught wrong footed. My word. It's all happening out here for the AIFA all of a sudden. Well, once again back it comes. This time cleared out. And now a foul. Well, a couple of players surrounding him, and they get a free kick. Well, the AIFA in a controlled position at the moment in this game. They have the lead, they are having the possession as well, just like they did in the first half before that equalizer at the back end when the momentum completely shifted. But they have come out once again in the second half in a much controlled manner. Well, he's gone for goal from the halfway line. Well, that would have been something special had that gone in. But it's gone over the crossbar in the end. So how do the PFTC respond once again? Once again, having their backs against the wall, once again having it to chase it. Well, they have been chasing the game for most of this encounter. Once again played forwards, but this time not quite able to find his strike partner. This time he does well, keeps the ball and finds players in empty spaces. This time playing it down this left hand side. What a good pass that is. The keeper is out. Opportunity. It's a cross in, and he's found no one. Well, would you believe it? What did the goalkeeper do there? Not sure exactly why did he come out a long way out. Well, that was very dangerous for the BFTC. And once again pushed forwards, and this time cleared out. At the moment, the AIFA not allowing the PFTC to even have the ball, and in a commanding position out here. Once again played forwards. And this time moving it forwards. Well, the AIFA searching for the third. Once again wanting to find the striker. Fijam not quite able to on that occasion. Well, once again a shout out to the Reliance Foundation. It's been brilliant this tournament so far. We are in the final four round in the southern region of the under 15 boys section. Adityan there does really well, and he's emerged with the ball. And he does extremely well to find a teammate. but once again dispossessed. Well, at the moment, it's looking like it's a long way back for the PFTC back into this one. I'm not quite able to get those passes together. Not quite able to have any kind of possession in the second half. The AIFA have come out as a totally different side in the second half. Once again, a decent ball down this left hand side, setting Adityan on his bike once again. And this time across, and it's punched over by the goalkeeper. Well, that could have gone anywhere. It can be very nervy for the goalkeepers from that sort of position. And the keeper does well in the end. Punches that one over the crossbar. And out it goes for another corner. They just keep on coming at you, don't they? The AIFA at the moment. Once again, wrapping his left foot around this one. This time it's an overhead cross. This time cut off. Once again, a misplaced pass. And here comes Adityan once again. Well, he's been a live wire, hasn't he, Adityan? He's been superb throughout this game. And he's been almost everywhere, you got to say. Down that left hand side, down the middle. Just hasn't got a goal to cap off his performance. Well, once again, the PFTC wanting to push forward in search of that equalizer. Well, there's still a lot of time left in this game, though. 32 minutes plus the stoppages. And here is the man with the brace, Fijam. Well, excellent footwork there. Opportunity once again to get across in, and this time he couldn't quite find Fijam at the near post. The goalkeeper does well. Well, brilliant piece of dribbling out there on that left hand side. Well, all of a sudden, attack after attack here for the AIFA. Once again, wanting to play it forwards. Once again, excellent footwork. A chop. But this time, the pass is intercepted. Well, you wouldn't be surprised if the AIFA get another one in the next few minutes or so. At the moment, attack after attack, just not quite clinical enough. And here they come down this right hand side. And that's a foul, a wayward. It's a very late challenge. Will the referee go for his card? Well, he is going for it. And it is going to be a yellow card. Well, not the best of the tackles. A very late one and a free kick. Very close to goal here. Well, a yellow card there for Sayant. And now an opportunity once again for the AIFA to get another one here. Well, at the moment it's attack after attack. Well, wanting to go directly for goal from there. Not sure exactly why. Well, just a waste in the end because all your defenders are also coming up and you need to try and get a cross in from there. But nonetheless, a goal kick for the PFTC. And once again, wanting to play it from the back. wanting to find the strikers in empty spaces. This is a decent ball. And once again, Mohammad Shias has been called back for offside. As we have hit the hour mark now. And another substitution for the PFTC. Well, it is going to be Mohammad Shamas who will come in now. And he has replaced Mohammad Shadil. So Mohammad replacing Mohammad as the AIFA in a comfortable position out here in the lead. Well, once again, just moving forwards. Well, the AIFA want plenty of more goals in this game, it seems like. Because at the moment it is attack after attack, this time right down this right hand side. Well, done well to get past the defender, and it's a shot in from a long way out. Well, Mohammad Shazil wanting to go for the screamer. Once again played forwards. This time down this right hand side. And once again the play has been called back by the referee. Well, such has been the story for them so far. And the AIFA, well, they wouldn't mind this at all. With the way this game has been going on, they are in pole position at the moment. There was this So 63 minutes in, and the AIFA in the lead here. Once again, just played forwards, and this time nicely collected by the goalkeeper. Well, the AIFA want to get more goals. Firstly, they would be wanting to get that cushion. Here comes Mohammad Shazil once again down this right hand side. But once again, the play has been called back for offside. The offside trap has been excellent by both the sides here so far. Once again, the play being called back for offside. This time the PFTC are on the ball. Once again moving forwards. And this time nicely taken down by Fijam. Well, he's got support, but once again a misplaced pass allows them to give away the ball. Well, totally needless, you got to say. Once again played forwards and nicely done there by the defender. Well, the PFTC have been nowhere in this second half. As they continue to try and search for that equalizer once again in this game. Well, they got the equalizer once. Can they get it once again? At the moment, things looking very bleak for them. And this time dispossessed. Here's An opportunity down the side, and Fijam with a shot in. Well, he's on a hat trick. Here's Mohammad Shazil, not quite able to get his shot in, and nicely defended. And it continues to stay at 2-1 at the moment. Well, this time a handball against the midfielder, and he's not happy at all with the decision given by the referee. Well, Adityan on that occasion. And once again, another injury out there. Well, meanwhile, another substitution for the AIFA. It is going to be Thomas Mee to come in. Once again, the physio is out there at the pitch. Well, Arav Jayan has been taken off for Thomas Mee. Fresh pair of legs as they keep on wanting to search for that cushion that they need. Well, once again, we continue. Once again, just thumped forward and headed out in the end. This time, not quite able to get it in his stride. Well, only time will tell. How will they get the equalizer here, the PFTC? Well, just a quarter of a game left now. And in this second half, the PFTC have been nowhere to be seen. We haven't seen the goalkeeper of the AIFA even in action. Well, here come the AFA once again. Yes, Fijam. He's on a hat trick. And once again, not quite able to get past the defender. Well, he did really well there. Fijam to get behind it. This time a corner kick. And once again, cleared out. And once again, the play has been called back. Once again, injuries, and we are seeing a couple of players lying down there. Well, now maybe an opportunity for the PFTC to try and get something and conjure something. And this time it's gone directly goalwards. And my word, how close was that? Where did that one come from? Well, that is exactly what football is all about. Well, you get chances after chances, you don't take them, and then you get punished on the other end. And almost something like that happening. What a sweet strike that was. Well, there's still time left in this game to try and get that equalizer. That was a brilliant effort. Well, 18 minutes more left in this game now, plus the stoppages. Once again, AIFA on the ball. Well, the PFTC not quite able to regain possession on successive opportunities. But here they come once again, and once again they lose out in midfield. Well, that was the first effort on goal in the second half for the PFTC. And once again dispossessed. And out it goes. Well, it is looking very difficult for the PFTC for a way back in this one. But we saw something similar in the first half as well. And they can try to replicate that. Once again played forwards. Well, the AIFA just keep on coming at you, don't they? Once again wanting to find Fijam, who is on a hat trick. Not quite able to find him on that occasion. This time played forwards. Well, once again wanting to get in behind, but a good tackle. And out it goes for a corner kick. Well, once again, the referee will have a short break because of how warm it is out there and wanting to make sure that the players are hydrated heading into the last 15 minutes of this game plus the stoppage. So we continue once again. Well, 15 minutes plus the stoppage is left and a corner kick once again for the AIFA. And once again headed goalwards, but not quite on target. And out it goes for another corner. Well, in fact, not a corner. It's gone away for a goal kick. So an effort off target in the end. Well, it hasn't been the best of the second halves for the PFTC. Well, they've tried quite. They have had one effort on goal, but other than that, nothing else for them in the second half. An early goal via Fijam making all the difference in this game. And here is the man with the golden touch. Once again, it goes out of play. This time playing it forwards and once again cleared out. All of a sudden, after that short drink break, some intention by the PFTC. Opportunity to get a ball in, but it's flicked on. Once again, back it goes. And this time an effort. Well, he was never going to be in control, and it's a wayward one in the end. So once again, not quite able to keep that one down. Well, they need some magic out here. The PFTC don't they? Once again, headed forwards. This time played forwards. And once again, Fijam comes all the way back to collect that one. And an opportunity. And it's a through pass. In on goal. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Opportunity. And it's missed. What a big chance that was to put the game to bed out there for Thomas Mee. And he just couldn't quite beat the goalkeeper. And he wins the corner. Well, how costly will that prove to be? Only time will tell. He should have put the game to bed there, Thomas Mee. Nonetheless, an opportunity with a corner. And it's a decent corner once again, heading it goalwards. And another corner kick given by the referee. The defender clears that one in the end. Will they keep on continuing to search for the third goal here, the AIFA? Well, you got to say they have deserved it. But they need to be a bit more clinical in front of goal at the moment. As another corner comes in. And this time wanting to direct that one goalwards, but it was a good corner. But he couldn't quite keep that one low. The attacker. So once again moving forwards. The PFTC not quite able to get those passes together. Well, such has been the story for them in the second half. As out they come here. This time wanting to cross that one, but once again intercepted. As we hit the 80th minute mark now in this game. Just 10 more minutes left plus the stoppages. There's not long left now for the PFTC. They need to respond, and they need to respond right now if they want to get anything out of this game. At the moment, once again in on goal, Fijam, and he's finished it, but will that be called back for offside? Yes, it is. Well, he's hit the back of the net for the third time, but he won't quite get it on this one. It won't count on that occasion, and it stays 2-1, and the PFTC once again survive. Well, unfortunate there for the striker Fijam. We're almost putting the game to bed there. But it has been chance after chance out here for the AIFA. Well, he will be happy with the performance that he's put out here. Fijam Maitai, a very good attacker for the AIFA. Well, this time a deft touch, and he gets past the defender, but in the end couldn't quite keep that one in. Mohammad Shazil. Well, you would expect a team like PFTC to go and try and get that equalizer. At the moment, they are not quite even able to get into the opposition half. As the time keeps on running out, and the AIFA, well, in pole position out here. Although it is still just the one goal, it is maybe a moment of brilliance, but at the moment, an opportunity down this left hand side. And will that be called a foul? Well, not quite so. He wanted a penalty there. Saranad. And the referee has called it against it. Well, another substitution out here for the PFTC, hoping for change in fortunes. And it is going to be Milan who will come in here. Milan Harris. And he will replace Aswant. So how do they respond here? Well, a little more than 7 minutes plus the stoppages left. Not quite in a position here at the moment, still. As they keep on searching for that equal. Still, it's only one goal in it though. Although, in terms of possession and the attempts, it is a big difference between the two sides, but still just the one goal. They got an equalizer in the first half thanks to a mistake by the goalkeeper, a total howler. And if the luck is on their side, they can maybe even get the equalizer once again. Well, once again dispossessed. And out come the AIFA. This time intercepted. And nicely collected there. Well, a lot of misplaced passes and misplaced touches. And once again an opportunity here for the PFTs. This time down the right hand side. He's got fresh pair of legs inside the box, but he's not quite able to get the cross in. And he wins a throw in the end. Well, once again another cramp is what we are seeing, and once again the physio will have to run in. Well, that looked a bit nasty out there. And we hope that he's all right once again. Well, it is a very, very warm day out here. And the players have been feeling it. So here we go. Just 5 more minutes left plus the stoppages. Yes, once again they try to move forwards. The PFTC in search of Tariq. Once again just thumped forwards. This time cleared out. And an opportunity maybe here. Well, not quite able to get that shot in. And here comes Mohammad Shazil on the ball. He's played it to Thomas Mee. Well, the time is running out at the moment for the PFTC to try and get that equalizer. Although they will be very happy with the position that they are in. Once again, moving it forwards. Not quite able to get it under control at the moment, either of the sides. Well, the push. Can they push? Can they get the equalizer? Well, they followed the policy of taking a shot whenever you get an opportunity in the first half, and they pull out of it. It might have been through a mistake by the goalkeeper, got this, and they need to try and continue. Well, have much time left now. When they play down this left hand side, is Saranad who got the assist. The second goal, the winning goal. And another substitution. This time for the AIFA. Well, Rivand will come on for Aryan. AIFA just wanting to make sure that they have some fresh legs out there to get those tackles in. But at the moment on the attack, and Fijam is in on goal once again. And the goalkeeper does really well to keep it away. And once again, the AIFA in midfield, keeping possession. And this time a shot from a long way out. Not quite able to keep it in control. Once again, cleared away. Well, we are into the last minute of the 90. Only the stoppage is left after this one. And something has to give in. So the 90 minutes are up. The AFA continue to keep possession in the second half. Well, it's extraordinary to say how has only one goal separated the two sides. Well, 3 minutes of stoppage. This is the signal for by the fourth official. Once again, wanting to play that one forwards. Well, the AIFA in pole position out here. Once again, played forwards. This time cleared out. Well, not long left now for the PFTC to try and get that equalizer. Well, maybe it's now or never for the PFTC. They have got an opportunity here through a free kick. It's been thumped forwards. And a header, well, it's gone goalwards by the defender. And straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Luckily for him, it did not find the back of the net. Well, the PFTC are pushing at the moment. Just 80 seconds more left. It's just a one goal still. And this time played called for a foul. And now for an offside. Well, Fijam, it does not seem like he will be getting that hat trick today. Just 60 seconds more left now on the clock. Can PFTC find something? Can they find something special out here? Well, in fact, it's another injury at the moment, and once again, the physio just runs on. Well, he has had a lot of cardio to do today, the physio. Well, it seems like it's now or never now for the PFTC. Well, he needs to get it right. The level. Well, they won't be able to get a shot in here. Nicely collected once again by the goalkeeper. Well, the 3 minutes of the stoppages are now up, and the AIFA inching closer to secure all the points in this final four round of the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. Well, the eyes are on the referee at the moment, but Fijam is in on goal. He has an opportunity now. Can he get his hat trick? He's got support inside the box. He's got Thomas Mee. He has set it up for a teammate, and it's gone blazing over the crossbar in the end, but it won't matter. It seems like the time is up at the moment. Is there one more last chance left for the PFTC? Well, they have their heads down at the moment. It seems like even they know that there isn't enough time left. Well, an interesting strategy. They should have thumped that one forward. Instead, they are wanting to play it from the back. And there goes the full-time whistle. Well, the AIFA have dominated this game completely, and they have deserved the victory here. For an outstanding performance, especially in the second half, did not even give a sniff to the PFTC. Well, a goal early in the game by Fijam on the 3rd minute, and then an equalizer on the 35th. And then once again on the 3rd minute or at the start of the second half by Fijam, making all the difference in this game. And it's finished here. PFTC 1, AIFA 2.